you're presenting to Ministry of Education, right? And you're seeking funds from us.
Yes.
Is that right? Yeah. I don't know. Does the Ministry of Education give funds for investments? Yeah.
Projects.
Yeah.
For call.
Yeah. Because Ministry of Education, I think, is more interested in governing the education practices, of the institutions and things like that. But I'm not sure whether they actually give funds. Whether they actually act as investors, But I think, you want to say something about that?
So to answer that question, it's because we are planning to pitch this to the Ministry of Education as sort of a new adjacent, because it's also in line with Sarawak's goal to be more of like a modern lifestyle.
Okay.
Right. Also, this also shapes students' uni life, right?
Okay.
And because now I know they're also investing in Yayasan Sarawak and stuff like that, which actually does fund how a student's life goes, right?
Okay.
So if we were to pitch this, which shouldn't be too far off, is adjacent to shaping a student's life, I feel like they could be interested.
I think they would be interested to help you in other ways. Even if you would talk about funds, right?
Yeah.
Maybe not as an investment, but if you want to say like something like a grant where they give you, maybe you can say that, But I think this is an interesting thing for MOE to consider. I think like in some ways that we can collaborate maybe.
Yeah.
So maybe we can work on that and see how we can collaborate.
Yeah, Sarawak Foundation, Sarawak will be more interested.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
education.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. You are seeking 100,000 ringgit only. Your Porsche is already 500,000 ringgit. You know what I mean? 100,000 ringgit cannot get you very far nowadays. Where do you get that figure? 100,000 ringgit? Because I know you are looking at the building, the empty building next to Wisma Supercars, am I right? Yeah, you mentioned the Jalan, I can't remember the name. Abang Tun Haji Opek. Alright. 100,000 is for renovation. Is it for renovation?
The initial investment is good. Yeah, the renovation
okay.
is
So it's 273. Is it 273 or 270?
173,000.
Okay. So you need the 100,000 to is part of the 273.
No, this 273 is in all the
initial investment.
Yeah, so we hope to have
additional
100,000.
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
Okay.
Right. So the 273 comes from all of you? As co-partners?
Yeah, with the founders.
Okay. So you're going to have altogether 373. 373.
The cost for initial investment is 273.
Yeah.
So we hope to have another 100K to cover the 270. So maybe the left 173,000. Yeah, we will cover.
Okay. Right. And link to this, how much are you selling per unit? How are you going to price it? What's your pricing strategy? How big is this place, by the way?
It's around 900 square
feet, meters?
Square meters.
Square meters,
Okay, let me get the concept right. So you have got this building, right? You're gonna refurbish it into something like a hostel, is that right?
Yeah.
Something like that, all right? Where you have all these things that are available, right? Okay, so question would be, how many people can you take a residence? How many rooms? How many people?
We have 30 rooms.
30 rooms.
Yes, 30 rooms.
Okay, 30 rooms. That's 30.
Yeah.
So each room will be how many students?
We have 4 types of rooms. It's single rooms and double rooms.
Okay.
Single rooms with private toilets.
Okay.
And double rooms with private toilets.
Okay.
So in total, all the rooms can live about
think it's around 40 plus. Yeah, 40 plus people can fit.
Sorry?
44.
44 people.
Okay.
Okay.
At any one time. 44.
Capacity lah.
Capacity.
Yeah.
Maximum capacity is 44.
Yeah. And how much is it?
For the single rooms
Yeah.
is 1,000 per month.
Per month, yeah. Because the minimum is 1 month, right?
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And the double rooms is 1,200.
200. So it's about the price of the rooms here. About that. Right.
Okay.
Yeah. And the single rooms with private toilet is 1,300. For double rooms is 1,600.
Double rooms 1,600 divided by 2. And if at full capacity, how much can you get per month?
If
With your number of rooms and types of rooms. At full capacity, how much can you get per month? Total revenue.
it's about 30.
32,300
Per month, right?
Per month.
Oh, yeah.
per month for the first month.
For the first month. For the first month. So you multiply that by 12 per year.
You also have a semester break and all that.
Yeah.
Because
Average.
regarding this, every university have different semester.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
You can overlap.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
So this is open up to all universities and colleges, as long as you are a student.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, now, who do you think are your competitors? Yeah.
Definitely the dorms that they already provide, like
Okay.
universities already provide. However, what makes QNA different,
okay.
coming from us who are also university students,
Okay.
right? And also the forums and surveys I mentioned earlier.
Okay.
A lot of them actually raised the idea of how the facilities and things provided were not enough.
Okay.
Yeah, and there were also a lot of defects, etc. Also, they're not providing the shared student community kind of experience, right? Because
Okay.
everything is just catered towards one campus.
Okay.
Yeah, so I feel like that would be our selling point.
Okay. So basically, I think there's a few ways to look at it, right? One way is you look at the target students of those who live on campus and those that live off campus, right? So off campus are those that look for their own accommodations, right? So they rent somewhere, house somewhere, like that. That's one way to look at it, right? Then you look at like a bigger universities like Swinburne that run our own dorms, right?
Mhm.
Then you look at the smaller ones like, what are the smaller ones? Sorry? Yeah, ICATs, right? FAM and all these things, right? They don't have their own dorms, do they?
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
HUCSI.
Yeah, UCSI as well, right? Yeah, so I think maybe you can sort of refine your targeting, right, along those lines. You know, because if you come to MOE, right, you know, or Yayasan, whoever, will we want to help you with this? Well, we got our own, we have our own interest tied into Swinburne over here. So if you come in, it means you're taking out, you know, our students here and putting them over there. You know, so you see the conflict of interest. Yeah, sorry.
True.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah. So but I think if you do your targeting a little bit different, it will play out a little bit different, I think.
There is one question regarding reduce waste. I think it's ESG, yeah, reduce the second point under environment, right? What do you mean by reduce waste?
By what we mean reduce waste is that like nowadays there's a lot of buildings, especially in Sarawak, that is currently getting built, and we are trying to reduce waste by reusing an old building.
Okay.
Yeah. So that is how we
Yeah.
contribute to the environment,
Yeah.
basically.
You guys know Hubridi, right?
Yeah.
Hubridi? Yeah, they're kind of doing something like that too, isn't it? But they're focusing on only Swinburne now. You know Hubridi, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the off-campus
Okay.
accommodation.
Right.
Yeah.
So the idea is quite similar to this, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, but you might want to differentiate it based on your value proposition, where you have
correct.
maybe a community area, that sort of thing. And they might not have it, I'm not sure,
Yeah.
because I've never visited one.
Yeah.
So, do you have that? Do you have, what facilities do you have, by the way?
We would have
Meeting rooms.
for students,
Yeah.
and then co-studying spaces.
Lounges, pantry,
Okay.
Kitchen?
kitchen also have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Laundry.
So they can cook.
Yeah.
Laundry also have.
Yeah.
Yeah, and a community space where everyone can sit down and
Right.
talk.
Yeah.
Like sofa and couch.
Yeah. And what he really does is they actually organize activities and all that.
Oh.
Yeah, they do that. Yeah, they take the international students and go to Bako and all that. You know, I don't know whether you guys are going to do that too, but
Yes, we definitely do a lot of activities.
yeah, it seems like that. Yeah. Good idea. You know, I was also thinking, you know, what would be interesting, right, is that if you would go to even, no, that's not because, I mean, continuing with what I was saying, right, you differentiate between those universities that have their own hostels and all that, and those that don't, right? You can target those that don't, for example, or you can target those that do, and you can actually go to them and say, you know what, you guys running this thing, it's a big problem for you guys, because then you see all the problems, like you said, no maintenance, you know, they don't give what they promise, right? Things like that.
Yeah.
So you actually come in and say, we can do a better job. Why don't you give this to us to do? We run it for you. It's like saying you don't need to run your own gym, right? Ask Angelus to come in and run the gym for you.
Outsource.
You outsource, you know. Maybe that could be another thing that you could consider, you know. So you could run this as a facility outside, and then you could come in and run in the one in here. So you are like experts in running student accommodations.
Actually, most of the students here, because I am friends with some of the international students, and then some of my friends, they are not a local, which they are from West, or they are from Miri and Cebu. So they always tell me that they need to wait for, what is it called, Rayuan, in order for the residents in Suman to accept them. So if they don't get the Rayuan, because obviously per semester we have like target students that we want to bring in, right? So I think especially this semester, if you notice, there are so many students, even the parking spaces
Yeah,
are not
right.
enough. So what so which means our dorm will not be enough. And if you mentioned that they might stay in Kenny Hills and etc., it most of the foreigners or the international students prefer to stay there, and I don't think it will be enough space. And some even live nearby Cozy Square, which Cozy Square is quite the distance between Cozy Square and Swinburne is quite far. So I think they also can make this as a choice, because every customer have their own choices. Yeah.
Okay.
And international student only can stay for 1 year.
Oh, campus. Okay, on campus.
Okay.
Yes, they have
Yep,
their own
that
choice.
happens in my university as well.
Yeah.
I think not only international students.
Yeah.
As
including the
because I
locals
also previously I also live in campus.
Yeah.
But I only can live for 1 year, then I need to
Yeah.
go out.
Correct.
It's based on contract, if I'm not mistaken, right? Contract.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thanks for your idea.
All right.
Welcome.
Interesting.
Have a nice day.
Yeah. Can I keep that?
Okay, yeah, sure.
Just put it on my table.